Hello everyone, welcome to Potato Gaming. In this video, we will see 10 awesome games for you who can't play Armored Core 6 on your low-end or Potato PC. First we have Dual Gear. Dual Gear combined 3D mech action shooting and turn-based strategy game inspired by the various classical Japanese mech games, with the brand new features to go beyond the traditional retro mech games. Dual Gear engaged the player to pilot their mechs with the real-time action shooting while experiencing in the high pressure of tactical turn-based layers. Number 2 is Strike Suit Zero.
Moving into full position.
Let's stay close and see her off.
Strike Suit Zero is a story-driven single-player game, where the player assumes the role of a fighter pilot of a transforming mecha for the United Nations of Earth in a massive war against the combined forces of the space colonies. Strike Suit Zero is a sequential mission-based game, aiming to resurrect arcade-style space shooters from the 1990s. However, it adds more tactical considerations like limited ammo. Number 3 is Daemon X Machina.
Hit me up. I'd be happy to show you the ropes.
So you're a vet now, Johnny.
In this game, the player controls a custom character, who commands an arsenal mech and engages in battle with other mech enemies. The player avatar's stats, abilities, and appearance can be customized in the hangar, which serves as the game's main hub. The hangar is also the area where players create their custom arsenal using body parts bought or collected throughout the game.
The works has been placed in charge of this area. The other areas are being handled by other reclaimer squads.
Choose your partner wisely. In this line of work.
Number 4 is Project Nimbus.
So we have a responsibility to shoulder. And so we formed the Coalition of Free Nations, a transnational political entity that's...
Project Nimbus is a high-speed mech action game set on a devastated future Earth, where the player maneuvers a weaponized humanoid general-purpose battle frame. This game inspired by titles such as Gundam, Macross, and the Ace Combat series. In this game, the player controls their battle frame and takes part in mecha dogfights, shooting and slashing others out of the sky with a variety of weapons. You fight a variety of enemies with their own specialties and the occasional boss enemy. And number 5 is Front Mission Evolved.
Network access error. Satellite communication uplinks are being jammed.
This game's is reboot version from first game that released on 1995. The gameplay changed from previously tactical RPG to battle and real-time 3D maps using giant robotic weapons of war known as Wanzers. Number 6 is Garrison, Archangel. Garrison, Archangel is a fast-paced, customizable, mecha fighting game. The game is primarily focused on Archangel fights and customization. The player has the ability to customize their Archangel's body parts and weaponry, including the colors for each part. The player then can choose to fight in an arcade-style series of matches against the computer or fight other players locally through split-screen multiplayer. And number 7 is Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
Mr. President, escape via the Eagle Star in the underground base. Now I'll open the entryway to the underground base.
This game has come from the same developer as Armored Core, FromSoftware. Metal Wolf Chaos is a third-person shooter. The player takes on the role of Michael Wilson, the President of the United States, piloting an armored mech with a large arsenal of weapons, and must fight their way through destructible environments full of enemy infantry, tanks, and helicopters. The goal of each mission is to destroy all enemies, sometimes within a time limit. Each stage also has optional goals of rescuing a set of hostages and collecting energy pods. And number 8 is War Robots. This game is a free-to-play game that initially released on mobile such Android and iOS. War Robots, it is a third-person shooter with real-time PvP battles and multiplayer online battle arena mode. Players operate battle tech like robots on a live battlefield. And number 9 is Mechwarrior Online Legends.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Command and ground troops, defend our base and assault the enemies.
Mechwarrior Online is a free-to-play vehicle simulation video game. Players control large bipedal combat vehicles known as battle mechs and compete against other players. Winning battles against other players grants the winner experience and C-bills for future purchases and customization. The game features a variety of gameplay modes, including Deathmatch, King of the Hill, and Conquest mode, in which each team must secure and hold locations around the map. The last game we have Zone of the Enders, the second runner Mars.
That's unusual.
What is?
Indications of Metatron, but it's way too shallow. Angie, I want to change the landing point. I'll check it out.
This game is a remastered version of the same title. The player controls Jehudi, the orbital frame piloted by Dingo. Jehudi now possesses the ability to attack several enemies at the same time and interact with the environment by grabbing objects and use them as weaponry. Gameplay is linear, eschewing the world map of Zone of the Enders in favor of consecutive stages in which the player must defeat large numbers of robotic enemies, as well as other orbital frames and combat vehicles.